Hello YouTube. We'll see how the sound works in this. Anyway, I've been putting off making videos for a long time. 2 years to be exact. I'll put a link to the first video I put on YouTube about 2 years ago. And in it you will hear me try to catch my breath quite often and cough quite a bit, and that's mainly the reason I quit doing it. I basically ended up in the almost in the ER that night, not knowing what was wrong with me, and then eventually after about 6-8 months figured out that the job I was at was actually causing me to have asthma. Never had a problem at all in my life, and all of a sudden I was so sick I almost died. So haven't been able to do anything. That video was about outdoors and going camping and hiking with the tarp, and was really looking at getting into that more. I've always been outdoors and hunting, and that kind of put a hold on it for a while, unfortunately. But I've got that all under control now, and have been kind of out doing some things, and just keep putting this off and putting this off because I don't know what quality I can put out and everything. And then I finally decided, after watching a video from Wranglerstars, that you just have to do it, otherwise it'll just never get done. So sorry if this is obviously not going to be as good as I want it to be, but got to start somewhere. So as far as that goes, I'm going to be doing quite a few things, different things, because I have a wide range of interests, and YouTube has taught me a lot, and got me through a lot of what I was dealing with when I was sick for those months and didn't know what was going on with me and everything. I don't watch a lot of TV, I don't see a lot that's useful on there, but I look up things that interest me, and I wanted to be able to contribute. The problem I run into because of that, my new job, I drive a lot, a whole lot. Last year, my first company car that I only had it for about 1.5 years. It was very low miles when I got it. When I turned it in, it had almost 90,000 on it. So in a fiscal year, I drove almost 70,000 miles. And there's our first blooper. We just realized that the Gorilla Pod doesn't set too tight on the dash. We'll work on that one too. Anyway, I drive a lot, so this may be a format for updates because I'm on the road a ton. Right now I'm in my personal truck. I've headed to a doctor's appointment, trying to get a few things sorted out. But I'm normally in my company car, so you'll probably see that. It will ride a whole lot smoother than this does. So I'll try and adjust that Gorilla Pod before I get going again. So as I mentioned, I did get my asthma under control. At first with a lot of steroids. Lots and lots and lots of steroids. It was really bad. I was down to 10% lung capacity at one time. Fortunately, I have very healthy lungs. They just, 90% of them were closed off, so it wasn't able to do much. The 10% did me well and kept me going for a few weeks while we got it under control. So there's a lot to go into there if people are interested on how I did that. I don't take any steroids now. I do have an emergency inhaler, but that's it. That is definitely not going to work. I guess I have to learn to edit now because 3 falls is too much. When I get up here, I'll change the way the pod is set up. So, no no more steroids. I'd use an albuterol, which I guess is one emergency inhaler. I rarely use it. And I'll go into how I manage that now, or manage that in a later video if anyone's interested. I do have this wide range of interests. That's why I like YouTube so much. I'll put a list of different channels that I really enjoy in the comments, and you'll see that they are all extremely different. Everything from, I mentioned Wranglerstar. I live kind of on the fringe, out in the as close as I can to the woods, while still living close to town. I'd rather be out in the woods. It just doesn't, circumstances don't allow that yet. So I am interested in that. That guy, if you need, never says anything negative, and if you need anything when it comes to sharpening an axe or anything to do in the woods, he is definitely a wealth of information.